Good afternoon. I call to order the City Council meeting for Monday, November the 3rd, and we'll start off with a roll call, Madam City Clerk.
Thank you, Mayor Hagan. Councillor Bieber?
Present.
Councillor Campbell?
Present.
Councillor Dodick?
Present.
Councillor Doria?
Present.
Councillor Parker?
Here.
Councillor Wolf?
Here.
Acting Mayor Croson?
Still here.
Deputy Mayor Schmidt-Rempel?
Here.
Mayor Hagan?
Present.
All present, thank you.
All right, well, I'll start off with recognitions, and it's been a couple months here since we've been here, or at least a month and a bit, and so we'll start to my far left, Councillor Dodick.
Yes, thank you very much. I'd like to recognize three former councillors, starting with Jeff Carlson, who was on council from 2007 to 2025. He served the community extremely well for his 18 years on council. He was passionate, persuasive, often wrong, but always wore his love of this community on his sleeve. He was a first-class advocate for Lethbridge. We will miss him. All the best in the future, our dear friend. Nick Palladino, he was a one-term councillor last term. He was much more intelligent than I in choosing not to run again. Although he chose to serve only one term, his contributions were many. He was well-versed in planning and zoning law and contributed mightily in those discussions. He also will be missed. John Middleton Hope served last term, and John did not shy away from voicing his opinions. He did not play the pandering game that too often politicians do. I believe he made great contributions to this community, and he was so focused on safety issues, and I think that was well appreciated by the community. I, for one, will miss him tremendously, so I give kudos out to those three councillors. The fourth person I want to recognize, I am not giving out kudos to, and that is the Minister of Municipal Affairs, Dan Williams. The minister told the Calgary Eye Opener on October 21 that the voting changes imposed by Bill 20, including a move to hand counting, have created a gold standard in election accuracy. If this were a TV or movie set at this point, I would say cue the eyeball rolling. He also said, ultimately, it's the municipality's responsibility to execute and deliver on the running of the election. But it was this government that set the rules for the recently held election. And it is these rules in Lethbridge cost $300,000 more to comply with the additional rules, such as to get additional information from electors, having a separate ballot for the mayor, councillor, public school, separate school candidates, as well as various rules dealing with security. But the biggie was, it took a long time to get results. In small centers or rural areas with a few hundred or thousand electors, hand counting isn't a big problem. And the reason it went from hand counting, or tabulators to hand counting, and that was because Mr. Rick McIver indicated publicly that 36% of the electorate had concerns about tabulators. And so he was concerned about those electors not being satisfied with the accuracy or veracity of the election. Just to refresh everyone's memory, tabulators are a machine not connected to the internet that count ballots very accurately, very quickly, and those ballots are kept such that if there are any issues that arise, they can be manually counted if need be. Mr. McIver, in a March 14, 2025 Calgary Herald article, said he found it entertaining how much extra the city of Lethbridge will have to spend to comply with the new rules. And I am quoting the entertaining component exactly as presented by the Calgary Herald. He went on to say that the extra costs wouldn't be paid for by the province, even though they are the direct result of the change in provincial election rules. As the child of the province, and as a presumptuous child, I entreat this. Please, Minister Dan Williams, could you give us the $300,000 extra that our taxpayers must pay because of the rules you put in to run the 2025 municipal election. And I say that with great and much respect, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Dodick. Councillor Campbell.
Thank you. If anybody knows me, I've been a diehard Blue Jay fan for forever, and maybe you heard about the game on the weekend. Just wanted to, just because it's to me, that whole series emulated more than just baseball and a game. It just emulated a national pride. It emulated the sportsmanship. It emulated people who got along with each other and loved each other wholeheartedly, and came up with a loss. But it just, and it was heartbreaking to see, but at the same time, so positive to see what a team like that was able to do, and how much they cared for each other. And it just feels like a metaphor for our world situation, that they really rose above everything. So, and it was nice to see we had the City Hall lights were blue on the weekend. But so that was my sadness. But kudos to the Blue Jays for what they did. Also, we continue with a lot of great theater in Lethbridge coming up on Wednesday. The start of the Little Women by Phoenix Theatre goes at the Sterndale Bennett Theatre November 5th to 15th. If you want to see some good theater, thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Wolf.
Thank you. I just wanted to take this opportunity, I hope this is appropriate, but to just thank all those who had a role to play in having this election and taking care of the vote and the count. I think Mr. Sarsfield and his team did a great job. He adhered to all the timeframes I was ever told, and I think their work should be commended given the circumstances they had to work under. And I just personally wanted to thank all the members of council just for being so welcoming and helpful for me specifically. And I just so far am so impressed by the depth of knowledge and experience on behalf of those that have been helping to orientate us and train us. It feels great to feel like we are in good, competent hands. And the people of Lethbridge should feel satisfied that we have a very competent team that works and represents them.
Great. Thank you, Councillor Wolf. Councillor Schmidt-Rempel.
Thank you very much, Mayor Higgin. I will echo Councillor Wolf's comments with regards to the clerk's team and all the hard work and dedication they put into getting us through the election, as well as through our swearing-in ceremony, and the support that you give us at every meeting. So thank you very much to the clerk's team. Congratulations to this year's Lethbridge Chamber Business of the Year Award winners. That event was held on October 23rd. Take a look at the Chamber's website for all the winners, and that is a fantastic showcase of some of the best businesses our city has. Also, congratulations to Big Brothers and Big Sisters. Councillor Crowson and I attended their annual gala. This year they were able to raise $106,000, and they live streamed the Blue Jays game for us. So that was a fantastic evening, except that the Blue Jays lost. So, yeah. And then congratulations to Agapa Daycare Center. That is the new daycare center that's recently opened or is in the process of opening on the west side. I have an opportunity to tour their facility before their open house this weekend. It's a great looking facility, and I'm certainly looking forward to seeing it starting to fill those gaps in the childcare services that we have. Thank you.
Thank you. To my far right, Councillor Bieber.
First of all, I want to thank the voters who turned out to cast their ballots in this election. I know we didn't have the turnout that everybody wanted, but I am really happy that so many people did engage in the democratic process, and I give them a tip of my hat for taking the time to get involved. And I want to thank city administration and my fellow incumbent councillors for being so patient with me and helpful as I get used to my new surroundings here. It's so much appreciated. Everybody here has been absolutely kind and gracious, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Councillor Bieber. Acting Mayor Crowson.
Thank you. So much of what I would say has already been said, and it's been so long since we've done this. The list is long. So I think the two groups I'd like to just highlight, to all the other councils in the municipalities around southwestern Alberta and across Alberta, congrats to everyone who's elected, and I know we look forward to working with you. And tomorrow, I think people know that there is going to be the poppy flag raising outside City Hall, which is the start of Remembrance Week. And of course, a week after that, on the 11th, is Remembrance Day. And then, Christmas kicks off after that. So there are so many events and activities. Look forward to being part of many of them throughout the next week and throughout the next month.
Thank you. Councillor Doria?
I'm very, very grateful for all the support that I personally receive as a new member of this council. From the start of the swearing in, all the people, like the administration, the staff, they are very supportive. As we go on until during orientation and even out of meetings discussion, everybody is very supportive. I have to mention that aside from the administration and the staff, the co-councilors, they are very helpful. They answer all my questions as I want to be educated on all the concerns that I want to learn. So the group, everyone is very helpful to navigate how we can help towards meeting the expectation of the people in Lethbridge. That's all that I can say, Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Doria. Councillor Parker?
First of all, thank you very much to the Royal Canadian Legion as well as to our staff in making that Remembrance Sidewalk happen. It's been first class. I've had so much positive feedback, and kudos to everyone. So Mr. Sanchez, I know it's streets and his crew, but also working with our Canadian Legion, which is just awesome. I also want to thank the community for their patience in regards to Whoop Up Drive. I know it's getting better, but I just appreciate their patience. There's lots of questions still being asked, and I know we're going to get those answers out there, but it's getting better, and I know there's light at the end of the tunnel here. I want to congratulate all my colleagues on their re-election and the election of Councillor Wolf, Councillor Doria, and of course, Councillor Bieber. I want to congratulate all the candidates that also didn't win. Thanks for putting their names forward. Democracy is an interesting thing, and there's winners and there's losers, but I was just so glad that everyone put their name forward. I want to thank all the organizations that opened their doors up during the forums for allowing us to get our message out. I want to thank the City Clerk's Department for amazing opening swearing in. It was first class, and the biggest thing I heard, people love the bagpipes. So we should have bagpipes at the start of every council meeting. We get more people here. But it was an amazing process. I know we talked about, when Councillor Carlson was no longer running on his terms, we gave him lots of bouquets that day. Literally, I think we did give him a bouquet as well. And we did that for Councillor Palladino. But one person that didn't kind of go out on his terms was Councillor Milton Hope. I just want to talk a little bit with John. John is a top-notch person. And like Councillor Dodick said, he speaks his mind. He doesn't hold punches. And he calls it as he sees it. And he did some amazing stuff. And I think he'll be known as the safety guy. Crime and safety was a big thing for him. And I think that comes from his years of policing and as the police chief for the city of Lethbridge. So I want to thank him for his years of service. But I know we've given kudos to the people that's left on their terms. But I just want to note that Councillor Milton Hope will be missed. He did an amazing job. And I want to thank you for all the work that he did. And I just want that to be noted. So besides that, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam City Clerk. I'm just kidding. Just catch you off guard. We're just going around here. But no, thank you very much to my colleagues. As I'm ticking off everything as the kudos that go out, I too want to thank all of those that let their names stand in this election that we just had. It's different than it once was, and be able to see as many folks that put their names forward and wanted to run to serve the community in either through city council or in school board. I just want to tip my hat to each and every one of them. And all of them had amazing ideas, and I'm sure we've heard throughout the campaign trail, all of us, on some of those things that we'll be able to take forward on their behalfs, and encourage all my colleagues. Stay in touch with these folks. They've got some incredible ideas. So thank you for everyone for letting their names stand. To the Jays, my gosh, I too, it was a letdown, but it at the same point, it really brought the community together and also the country together. And I saw a post that came out and it said, "Thank you, Blue Jays. It was more than baseball. These were moments that brought Canada together." And I think going to Game 7 and extra innings, it's anybody's game at that point. As a matter of fact, I thought it was going to be obviously the Jays game at the beginning, and then it wasn't, and then it was, and then it wasn't. But to go 7 games, it's huge kudos to them and what they accomplished for, not just on behalf of the team, but the country. As we know, we have one Major League Baseball team in Canada, so it's great to be able to see them represent us. And it's interesting that we had LA had started their season on international soil, and they ended it on international soil. So it was interesting to be able to see that come up to and talked about. To the Legion and to our team for getting the crosswalk out front, thank you so much. We've seen a lot of those around the community, and I've had incredible feedback, and I'm just so grateful that we touched base with the Legion so that we knew what was the way to be able to do that, and that we wanted to make sure that they were okay with, because we've heard there's many different things that they didn't want to have. They didn't want to have walk on a flag. They didn't want to, there's certain things. So in order to have that engagement together with them, we're able to get to what we have today. And I want to thank the staff and everyone involved in making that happen. And last but not least, again, a shout out to my colleagues here, Nick Palladino. It's that decided not to run again and not put his name forward. He was someone that I'd always go to whenever he come to land use. And being a previous planner within the county, to be able to have his expertise and just knowing, the knowledge that he has around that, around land use, et cetera, was great to be able to have him and an asset on council. To Councillor Carlson, it stood out time and time again, his support for those most vulnerable in our community and how he championed many of those causes. And so a huge shout out to him, but he's not going very far. He's going to be in theater here right in the fall. And what's the name of do you know what the name of the production that he's actually going to be in? It's New West Christmas. Something to do with Christmas, but go online, Google it. It's going to be great to be able to see him. I wish he would come back and, do the elf thing again, but it'd be great to be able to see him again in theater. And to my colleague, John Middleton Hope. It was, again, as Councillor Parker mentioned, someone that didn't leave on his accord, but someone that will be incredibly missed. He said it how it was, and sometimes I was waiting for the beep as coming out, because John was John, and you always knew where you stood with John. If you liked or you didn't like his votes or his answers to questions, you always at least knew where you stood. He was big on safety, and I think that was a big reason why we've got what's happening within our community as far as the safety aspect and bringing policing back to full capacity so that they can go out and serve the community. So, John, thank you so much for your work on council, and I'm sure we'll continue to hear, because time and time again, as something comes up, I'm sure we'll be able to hear from him, and we thank him for his work. So, Nick, Jeff, and John, thank you. And with that, we'll move on to the adoption of the agenda. From Acting Mayor Crowson, be it resolved that the agenda of the regular meeting of City Council on November 3rd, 2025 be adopted as presented. Is there any changes, Madam City Clerk?
There are no changes to today's agenda. Thank you.
Acting Mayor Crowson.
Call the question.
Question been called. All in favor? And that is unanimous. Thank you. And from Deputy Mayor Schmidt-Rempel, be it resolved the minutes of the following meeting of City Council be approved and the Mayor and City Clerk be authorized to sign the same, September 16th, 2025. And further be resolved that City Council receive for information the status of directed resolutions for November 3rd, 2025. And Deputy Mayor Schmidt-Rempel.
Thank you very much. So just for our new colleagues, and then as a refresher for our returning colleagues, our consent agenda are summaries of previous meetings and the decisions that have been recommended to council from those previous committee meetings. So that's what we're approving here today, as well as the status of directed resolutions and where those stands, and those are the activities that our administrative teams are working on right now. I do have a question with regards to status of directed resolutions for the city manager. If I may, Mr. Mayor? All right, Mr. Mayor, through you to the city manager, status of directed resolutions. I noticed that we lost the industrial and commercial land bank request from Mayor Higgin and I. That was made back in June 11th, 2024, and it stopped showing up on our status of resolutions at the April 25 council meeting. And it was to be reported back to assets and infrastructure. And I was just wondering if that did get reported back on, or where that might be at.
I'm looking around the room here to see if any of us recall and have the answer. Off the top of my head, I don't know. Catch me off guard on that one.
Can we put that as an inquiry and
Yep.
just have that
Certainly,
come
yeah,
back at a
we'll-
future meeting?
Happy to dig into that and respond at a subsequent meeting.
Okay, thank you. And if nobody else has any questions, I would call for the vote on that.
I see, some were in and some were out, so we're okay. All right, question's been called. All in favor? And that's unanimous. Thank you. I have a resolution here from Councillor Wolf. Be it resolved that we do now enter a closed meeting at 2:23 p.m. to discuss confidential matters with respect to 14.1, 14.2, and 14.3 as per sections 28 local public body confidences and 29 advice from officials of the Access to Information Act. Question been called. All in favor? And that is unanimous.
Way to go. You said it really good.
You had me at hello.
I wanted to catch you. He's like, your eyes are about as big as saucers. I know we got a resolution.
We already tackling this issue? This is amazing. Let's do it.
All right, welcome back to City Council meeting. I have some resolutions coming out of closed, starting with 14.1, labor negotiations update from Deputy Mayor Schmidt-Rempel. Be it resolved, the City Council, at the recommendation of the City Manager, adopt the Memorandum of Settlement dated October 16th, 2025, thus ratifying the renewal of collective agreement between the ATU Local 987 Amalgamated Transit Union Accessoride employees and the City of Lethbridge with the following terms. 2 years, January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2026 with the following increases. 2025, January 1st, cost of living, 2.5%, and other increases, 2.5%. January 1st, cost of living in 2026 of 2.75, as well as other. 2025, January 1st, market adjustment, 0.72 cents or 2.26%. Other increases, 63 cents and 69 cents. And 2026, July 1st, market adjustment of 60 cents or 1.8%. And 2026, December 31st, market adjustment 61 cents or 1.75%. And as per that's one here at the second, the third one, January 1st market adjustment, it has a market adjustments providing a booking agent and scheduling analyst 63 cents and dispatcher 69 cents. Further be resolved that Mayor and City Clerk be authorized to sign the agreement, and further be resolved the City Council directed the closed meeting presentations and discussions with respect to labor negotiations update number 1 remain confidential pursuant to Section 29 advice from officials of the Access to Information Act. And open it up to questions. Seeing none, to open debate, Councillor Schmidt-Rempel.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much to our bargaining team and ATU for coming together with this agreement. And with that, I would ask if, we have Councillor Rico, or Councillor Dodek with debate.
Councillor Dodek.
Thank you. I'll start off by saying I'm going to support this resolution, but I'm going to make a few comments about it. And I guess I could entitle it, How Not to Lobby a Candidate During Contract Negotiations. I'll give you a little bit of background. September 24th, the Lethbridge and District Labour Council had a meet and greet for candidates running for council. And we had the privilege, a number of us had the privilege of talking to a number of public service unions that are involved with the city. One was the ATU Local 987, who we're talking about right now, and specifically the president of the ATU. As a councillor, you have to be careful in such situations where there are current negotiations ongoing. In fact, both the president and I were well aware of the fact that mediation was going to be taking place regarding contract negotiations on October 15 and 16, which would be just before the election. On the following day, I sent an email to him, and I quote, it said, "It was nice and informative chatting with you and a number of your members last night. In my years as a lawyer, I've been involved in numerous mediations, and almost always the issue involved is resolved to the satisfaction of the parties involved. I am hopeful and confident that that will occur in the upcoming mediation as well." During the course of the election cycle itself, there were pre-printed form letters that were provided. I think there was probably over 100, maybe more than that. They were all exactly the same. I'm not going to read it, but here's one that came from, oddly enough, Victoria, British Columbia. But it said, at one place it says, "I was discouraged to learn that your negotiators have refused the reasonable proposals put forward by accessoride drivers at the bargaining tables. They say their proposals at the table are fair." It goes on, "I view this labor dispute as a pertinent election issue that will affect my vote. I believe that you, as an elected municipal leader, have an important role to play by supporting workers and directing your negotiators to bargain a fair deal." I agree. That is our duty. It is to bargain a fair deal. We act on behalf of the taxpayer, but we also want to ensure that workers are treated appropriately. So like I said, for the record, we always support a fair deal, but it has to be fair to the taxpayers we represent as well. After this meet and greet, there were a number of endorsements that were given out by the ATU, and that is fine. They can do that if they choose to do so. Now, on October 14th, the day before the mediation, in the news, it was reported, and I quote, ATU President Travis Oberg says Access-a-Ride drivers and dispatchers have been working without a contract since December 2024. Quote, our calls for safer load times and fair compensation have fallen on deaf ears at the bargaining table, says Oberg. City negotiators have refused these proposals and have continued to demand concessions that would worsen conditions for these hardworking members. The city responded appropriately by saying, we can confirm that the City of Lethbridge and the Amalgamated Transit Union are set to go to mediation October 15 and 16. We look forward to working together towards a new collective agreement that meets the needs of all parties, reads the statement from the City of Lethbridge. I was an alderman for 2 terms, a mayor, now a councillor, elected in 2021 and serving another 4-year term. In 13 years that I've been involved in, on the city side, yes, the taxpayer side, I never have been accused by a union of being unfair or capricious in terms of negotiating wage agreements or collective bargaining agreements. I respect the work of the ATU and their members who do a great job. But I do not respect the manner in which the leadership in this particular case tried to influence my vote. We are and will be dealing with contract negotiations with other unions in the future. To date, none of them have done anything more than provide information, and none have been so ham-handed in their efforts to sway a council decision. My vote ignores those attempts. My vote is in favor of this resolution is because it's a fair deal to both parties. So I will be supporting this resolution. I do support the work of our negotiating team in being fair and reaching a reasonable resolution at a mediation that had been set for October 15 and 16, and they worked a hard time. It is a fair deal. It's a fair deal to the workers, it's a fair deal to the users of the service, and it's a fair deal to the taxpayers. I'm sorry if I seemed a little bit passionate about it, but I did not like the manner in which it was dealt with. Nevertheless, it didn't sway me, obviously, as I am supporting this, a consensus that was reached by the cooperation of the parties concerned ultimately. Thank you.
Any further questions or, debate? I want to just echo exactly what my colleague, Councillor Dodick, had mentioned. First, I want to thank the Access-a-Ride staff for the work they continue to do and for our community. And this has nothing to do with the staff and the incredible work that they do, but I'm absolutely appalled by the tactics of the ATU president throughout this process. Disgusted would probably even be a better word. But my vote also is not swayed on that, and it's based on the great work that our Access-a-Ride operators do, and for that reason I will be supporting this. Councillor Schmidt-Rempel.
I will call for the vote.
Question's been called. All in favor? And that is unanimous. Thank you. All right, I have a resolution from Councillor Parker, Labour Negotiations Update Number 2. This is 14.2. Be it resolved that City Council direct administration to proceed with amended confidential option number 2 provided in closed session, and further be resolved the City Council direct that the closed meeting presentations and discussion with respect to the Labour Negotiations Update Number 2 remain confidential pursuant to Section 29, Advice from Officials of the Access to Information Act. Question's been called. All in favor? And that is 2 unanimous. Thank you. And from Councillor Campbell, Labour Negotiations Overview, be it resolved that City Council direct the closed meeting documents, presentations, and discussions with respect to the Labour Negotiations Overview remain confidential pursuant to Section 29, Advice from Officials of the Access to Information Act. Councillor Campbell. Question been called, all in favor? And that too is unanimous. And with that, we are adjourned. Thank you.